You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Tua now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Charles, a peek there at the Dolphins draft class for 2020. A lot of guys here that will wind up contributors, but this draft is ultimately going to come down to one question: was Tua the right choice or not?
Well, that's how the game's played, isn't it? And remember, we talked about Tua possibly going to Miami for about a year prior to it actually happening. And Justin Herbert, Jordan Love, two quarterbacks that were still on the board, those are the guys he'll get compared to throughout his career. But I also like the two other first-round picks. Austin Jackson, offensive tackle, number 18. And how about the corner, Noah Igbenogany at number 30.
The pickup there, 5 yards. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're only going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Gain of a yard.
A check on Breida's numbers from last week. 12 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Third and 4.
From the gun, it's Tua. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Tua. Flushed out right. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
For Adam Shaheen, incomplete. Leads to second and goal.
The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal.
The 2-yard line. A gain of 5 yards brings up third and goal.
Looking to pass. Tua. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Jakeem Grant there to make the grab. confidence after a loss. That's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 19 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
How about that momentum run right there? Personally, what I do is I get right back to the line of scrimmage. I come right back at him before they get settled. He's locked in a little bit now. I'll guarantee he wants the ball again.
Allen throwing complete to Brown, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
By the Bills. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Allen's pass complete to T.J. Yeldon.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down.
Second and 10.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. Devontae Parker complete. Now this is picked up by the Bills. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 31, Allen. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
11 on the play. 1st down, Bills.
Now a run with Singletary. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Dolphins' 18-yard line.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
3-yard pickup.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
42-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. To a hit, and the ball is out.
Tagovailoa said.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Uses the stiff arm. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's
T.J. Yeldon past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Intended for
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hide on the coverage.
Tua going to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it.
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down.
That's good.
Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
Now this time they'll just keep this on the ground.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Dolphins 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here are the Bills to take over. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. Second half begins with a run by Yeldon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Bills ball carrier.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game. And here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post. Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Dancing away at the 30. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into a...
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Complete to number
Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, Stephon Diggs. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is Jakeem Grant. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
When I see Mike Gesicki make a catch, I'm reminded of his athletic ability and go back to the time we were leading up to the draft and showing his career highlights, including high school volleyball, where it appeared he was almost jumping over the net. I expect him to continue to grow in 2020, start to make progress in 2019. 5 touchdown catches and 570 total.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
That's good.
Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
Tagovailoa's pass.
Certainly not what he was hoping for. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up